This is prime time, and this is, I just want to say a start, this is a pre-published copy, you can see. It's going on, it will be released in Essen later this year, so it's right now in production. We just met the printer yesterday, so we're still discussing about the quality of some components. And also it will be on Kickstarter, I think, next week.
Okay.
Because we are in tight schedule, we want to pimp out some, the bags and add some more cards to expand our budget a bit. We have a bit flexible. So that's caveat, and I will move on. So in prime time, what we're trying to do, we all take the role of executive in a TV network. You're in charge on getting those cards, which are shows. You will have to place them in your own TV guides. You will compete with your other networks in order to get the best shows, in order to attract those demographic cubes on the daily shows, daily spots that matches your TV guide. So I'm just showing you that this is a very basic. Those are the potential of the show. I will try to match on Monday to take the green. So usually sit down and play. And this way I managed to gather all the cubes because I did the right show on the right spot. Right? But this is just in a nutshell. What you're trying to do in course of the game, you have 6 rounds split it into 2 seasons. At the start of each season, you will draw those boardroom cards, which are like targets, goals that you try to accomplish. I will explain them later because it's nothing to do with the core mechanics, it's just scoring, which is important in this game because the player with the most points will win the game, which is pretty understandable. So in the course of each round, you will have 4 basic phases. You will have the development phase in which you will take your 3 actions, you have only 3 actions. You can either bid for those shows or those talents. You can either take one of those 5 actions. You have only 3, so I will place 1, you will place 1 in turn order till everybody did their 3 actions. After it, those actions will be resolved instantly. This will be resolved at the end of the broadcast, the development phase, and also the biddings will be end and dealt only by the end of this phase. So let's do a bidding, okay? I will explain each of the actions. When you bid, you need a minimal amount to bid for. So this show has a it's right on there. So I will want to bid for 8 at least, so I can win. But maybe later on, you can outbid me. The tokens remains there. I will explain later how it's come over, how we can resolve this. Another option that you can do, you can invest in research and development, R&D. When you place your token here, you will pay $1, and then potentially you will become the first player. Okay? If again you want to mess with me and place on top, then you will be the first player, and I will become second. And you push back all the other ones.
Does it cost more money to do that?
Same dollar, $1 and 1 action. That's it. So back to actions are resources. So another thing that you can do, you can place it. You have only 2 spots. You can go to the archives and get a rerun card. Yes, get this card. This card is a single show that you can play only as any other show on your TV guide, and they can attract 1 cube, but any cube.
Okay, all right.
And then you will discard it by the end of the round. But it's cool. Okay, you can go play golf, which is fun. I don't know. Some say it's right. Some say but it's okay. And then you will chat around with the other executive, and you just gain one victory point. You have 2 slots. In a 2-player game, you have this cost. Another option that you can do is to do HR. You can fire talents. You get some money back because you terminate the contract. Okay. So for premium ones, the gold ones, you will get $4, and for the less important one, I don't want to hurt their feelings, you will get $1. The final action that you can do is PR, which is marketing basically. You can manipulate the crowds. You will take any cube and place it in a different location. So if I'm stacking up Monday, I might want this yellow move here. Okay? This is a very basic move, but you will learn it's very important to control and do good with your actions. So,
do you have a card?
Yeah, sure.
Because I do have to go.
Jason, give this man the card, my card.
Thank you very much. I'm very interested in this game.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time.
Huh?
You are good to go. We're not gonna go.
Oh, I thought you said you were going.
No. You are good to go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry. I still want the card.
I'm watching this video.
You don't like it? No.
Okay.
We will deal with
A
it.
little bit of drama there.
He works for public television.
Okay. So let's resolve this after we've done everything else. Let's resolve this action. Now the top bid, of course, won. So we paid $10 and gets the card. Now this guy got stiffed, right? Left, right, high and right. But other folks also wants the money, but they didn't get it. So what you can do, you can take your phone into an order and try to lowball other guys. You don't have to pay the limit.
Oh, okay.
Because they got left also high and dry. So right now I can buy this guy for 4, which is cool. Or this guy for this show for 1, which is even better.
So you can get it.
Yeah, so sometimes when you bid or outbid, you really want to mess with somebody else, but you get something in return. So your action is not wasteful. And if there isn't one, then you can go potentially to the VP and get at least 1 VP for it, which is also nice.
Okay.
So it's all about messing each other up in this game. So, like real business, right? I don't know.
That's right.
I don't do like that. It's okay. So after we've done that, then it's the broadcasting phase, which is the second phase. All of those cubes will drop down and added. Each round, more demographic cubes will come up.
Are these placed randomly?
This you will set them randomly at the start of the game.
Okay.
But once they place, it's not random anymore. You can plan, you can strategize.
All right.
But at the start of the second season, again, you will fill them up. So you can know which demographics will come in play and in which direction they are. So I just want to give you some background about those demographics because they have some meaning besides the color. So those guys are men. The pink one are, of course, ladies. And green are, couples, families,
Yes.
family type. You have the yellow, they are like elderly folks. Brown are teenagers. And black are white cows. And I also really like to call them couch potatoes because they watch anything. Anything out there, they will watch it. So you can disregard any law. You can just place it anywhere you want. Yeah, that's it. So after you've done that, in turn order, new turn order. So the first player will submit all of his shows to the division. Till now, they were in his hand. Now they are submitting. So I will submit my shows. Okay, another nice show. And I got this really, really talented guy on my show. I will explain how it works. But basically, you can attach talents to a show. You have, let's talk about shows. You have 3 types of shows. You have a full series that can run for the entire game. It's marked with 6 discs. It's kind of sticky right now, so I start it on. You have a mini series, which is the same, you just run for 3. So 1 season only, mini series, right? And you have one-time shows like this. Those are like movies. So it's a one-time show, you just place it and then you discard it. Each time you discard a card, a show from the game, you will gain 1 free rerun card. Because now it's in your archives and you can get something out of it, but that's it. So movies, you cannot add talents to them because they are fixed. Like a Super Bowl or I don't know, you cannot add a superstar. You can maybe, but not in this game. So now I broadcast, let's say you are the first because you're very smart and you know. Now the second player will submit, 10th player, 4th player, and so on. This is the only way the 4th player has some advantage, because usually the first player you will see will have a big advantage. So he can step aside and from the 4th position he can know you're going for Monday, you're going for Tuesday, Wednesday, then I can go free of charge on Friday. So you have some some advantage there. So you need to think about it when you are going first and second. It's all about timing. So after everybody submit their shows, now it's going to the rating phase. This is where you fight for your money. Okay. So let's say you also, let's say I put it on Monday. So you have this amazing mini-series on Monday, and you are the only one on Monday. I just want to example how it works. You will first check who is airing on Monday, you and you. So you are battling for this section. Now we will check for premium bonuses. Premium bonuses are awarded for a guy that composed the best show. How we can compose? First, you can have stars. On talent in your show, you have star quality. For each one, it considers as one bonus. Okay. Let's say you have. This is a better fit for you. You invested really good because you know the game already. This is your show. Another option to get a premium bonus is to compose the right show. You can see those matches. Please pass me the round marker there.
One of these?
Yeah. So you have 5 different genres. You have action, sci-fi, comedy, drama, and reality show, which is fishing.
With the 5-second memory or whatever.
Yeah. You watch just the fishing. Yeah, it's a good one, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a better one. Oh, okay. So this is a good match. Each match you did gets you 1 bonus. So if it matches, you would have 2 bonuses. And you can add more bonuses by getting more talents that match that show. So a writer that is really good with action will attract more cards, which makes sense. So now you have 1 bonus and he has 1 bonus. So let's say you don't have right now, just for the second. So you have 1 bonus. And let's say that you are in first turn. Before your turn, he can pick any cube and put it for each bonus he has.
Okay.
So let's say you take the black one and put it here. And now it's your turn. You will pick one. And then you will pick one. And then it's your turn. If you were first, it's your turn. And you will pick one. And then you will start. So you will have another one. So this is how important is the turn order.
Okay.
This is how you need to compose and be accurate. Because if you didn't attract this, let's say, you got only this, and he sniped your black one, if he doesn't have any attracted demographic cubes, he will get fired. You will get him back, don't worry, but still, you didn't compose the best show. So you will go for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and get all the cubes on your screen. And now we finish the rating phase. Now you go to the income phase. In the income phase, you get money. You will get $2 per cubes you have in your entire TV guide. This is your income for next round, so you can bid more and get more. You're starting building your own engines, which are your shows. The other thing that you will do, you can score those tokens. So let's see. A better way is this. So this is a client. The client has a needs. He wants you to have 4 demographics, pink demographics, and 1 green. If your entire TV guide, which your own base, gets it, then you get a bonus of 5. Only 1 player can score it. So the fastest way you can achieve it, it's yours. So you can get a bonus. Also, it scores next to you. Because some guys do like to get more points for different achievements. So this is considered as an achievement. But that's it. Okay. You will discard all the cards, move your turn order, and get 3 action and start all over. Cubes will amount. The second season you will feel it's like a grand finale of the game because you have so many cubes and your show will be big time. I forgot about this to mention, this is a variety token. If you manage to have 1 show on each day that is different, you will get this token, which will worth victory points by the end of the game. So I think I covered everything, maybe here and there I missed some rules. You cannot, in the base game, you cannot overpay. This is, you have bonds that you can add for your future game. I don't recommend it on the first game because when you take in loans, basically, you will get, you will lose because you don't know what you're bidding for. You don't know how much money to spend, and usually those are good recommendations. So that's it. And
what happens to the cubes at the end of the turn?
Okay, so at the end of the round, all of the cubes, very delicately, you will return them to the same. So they are up for grabs for the next round. They are not changing. They are still there. The only change that you can make is to manipulate them through marketing or to get another shows. And also, I want to mention that those are bounded till the end of this season. So we cannot switch them. Those are bounded. But you can still shift shows.
Doesn't do well on Mondays. Maybe I should.
Right. Well, if he puts this here, and I put a better show on my Monday, he can say, well, I'm going to move mine to Wednesday.
On the broadcasting phase, if he was later than you.
Oh, right.
Because if he goes first, he doesn't know what you're planning, and you can really mess him up.
Okay.
It's all about that. It's trying to predict what I am doing, how many cubes. You need to plan precisely, because if you are overdoing your show, then your guys will be cancelled. You know, you can even get a show cancelled if you don't attract any cubes on it. It happens all the time when you start learning the game. After the first game, you will have like it all sorted out, and then you will add in the third game the bonds and the loans, and you have the.
So as long as I have at least 1 cube on my show,
at least 1,
it's not canceled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you really want
somebody's watching it.
Yeah. At least they need some revenue.
Yeah.
Unless you don't have it, then it's not canceled. because it's small. So you need to be very accurate with your prediction, and it's a very rewarding game. You know, if you do well with planning, most of the time you will do well. So let's explain the award show. At the end of the season, each season, there is an award show. At the award show, you will get more points. Like it's like an Emmys, you know. I don't know what it's called in the US. Emmys, right?
Yeah, Emmys are TV. Yeah.
Yeah. So I forgot about something already, which is the hotness chart there.
This?
Yeah. When you get all the cubes, you will mark the highest demographic show in a single day that you have. So he has like 3 cubes. So you move his marker on chip. Yeah, and move the other just in for the example. Yeah. And you only update the high score. You do not maintain. If you got 5, 5, 5, it stays on 5. If you got 3, it stays on 5. It doesn't flux.
Okay.
Okay. And on the award show, the best, the hottest show. No, just leave it. Yeah, that's great. So the hottest show will get 3 points, 2 points for the second, and for the third will be 1 point. The best talented show, the most talented show, the show with the most talent will get 3 points, 2 points, 1. If they are tied, you will split the points.
Okay.
And lastly, you will get points based on the variety token. For each token, you got 1 victory points, which is important.
When splitting points, do you round down or round up?
Round down.
Okay. So if this is like this.
No, this is not splitting. There you cannot split because
okay.
the first one to score it is the tiebreaker.
Okay.
You can only tie it when in here. Because if I have 3 talents and you have 3, we are tied.
Okay.
Okay, so now also you have those guys. We forgot about them, but I will explain. Those are 3 characters. Each one, I will start with the normal ones. She is kind of crazy. Okay, so those are characters are always after something. So this guy is a marketing. He's watching trends. So he tells you what is the hottest genre right now in the market. So he tells you that comedy. Sorry about that. It's even worse. Okay, this is drama. This is the wrong symbol, but so if you have a drama show, at least one, you will score 3 points. This for everyone. You can score, he can score. No. If you have an action, you will get 2 points. If you have a comedy, you will get 1 point. By the end of the first season, it will be changed, and this guy can be very, very different. So each time you play, the trends are moving.